I didn't really realize there was a problem until I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I kind of started figuring out, I'd go to the dentist, and then I'd go to another dentist, and met with my pediatrician, and kind of started coming together like maybe I didn't have teeth like everybody else, which was weird to me because I had a head full of teeth. When I was probably 10 or 11, we had a doctor look at my family and say, it's either going to be college or teeth. Kind of stressful too, because I know how much my parents sacrificed and wanted me to have this. I always felt a little guilty about it because my sister's a type 1 diabetic, and then and she has to deal with that the rest of her life. And here I am just trying to get some new teeth put in my mouth, and it always, felt like, not that it was less, but it just felt like I was trying to, I don't have it as near as bad. Perspective.
Back in 2015 was when I first met Austin. Before I had even gotten an x-ray, I could tell that he didn't really express himself with larger smiles. He was somewhat, reserved in his presentation. And it wasn't until I got the x-ray that I really understood the depth of the deficiency that he had been dealing with, his entire life.
It always would scare me that, I'd just randomly lose a tooth. Since I was very young, I've been able to grab an apple off of a tree and just wipe it off my shirt and take a big bite out of it because I was afraid I'd lose half my teeth, and that was a very real possibility. I bit into a burger one time that had a stiff tomato on it, and it busted out one of my lower teeth.
Without any treatment, he would be looking at functioning only with his molars in the posterior. He would ultimately end up in a position where he wouldn't have any of his anterior teeth, to be able to communicate with or function with.
I didn't want to be in dentures at 30. That was, for me, that was the scariest part, is the idea that maybe some insurance company or somebody would go just pull his teeth and call it done and he'll be fine.
I get a call from John Homer, and he tells me, hey, Straumann has this new program called Let Them Shine. And the minute he told me about Let Them Shine and how the program is set up and who it's meant for, immediately I thought about Austin. So once I found out that Austin had been selected, I reached out to them to let them know that we had a solution.
It felt very surreal that I was selected for such a generous program. So I was thrilled, and I still am. I'm just still kind of like, this is actually happening.
So we had talked about this moment for, it had been probably 4 years in the making.
People say, I waited my entire life for this moment. Well, I literally have been waiting my entire life for this moment. That's what it's like to have bottom teeth.
Right?
Those look great. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you for
welcome.
Everything. Right after surgery, I went home and I took a lot of pictures. I sent a lot of pictures to people, hey, I've got teeth. Finally I've got teeth, and it's been surreal. And it was surreal. Both my parents have been awesome in trying to fight for this, but my mother's fought for me since I was a kid, and she teared up pretty hard on me and was thrilled. And my dad was the same way. He said, when Dr. Jenkins handed you that mirror, he said, I choked up a little bit. He said, when you're sitting in that chair, he said, we made it. To have the solution for the rest of my life is a huge relief. It's really hard as a 27-year-old, to have to worry about your teeth rotting out of your head. It's kind of a disturbing thing. You have dreams about, your front 2 teeth fall out even though they were your best teeth. That's the stuff that has stopped. No more dreams like that. I have not had a single one since I had all this done. I finally feel like I have my smile. So I was invited to the Straumann Group's North American sales meeting, and I was thrilled to meet the people. I'm thrilled just to be able to thank everybody who's done this. Every person I met from them, I've thanked. And I never would in my wildest dreams have thought that I'd be sitting here right now when this whole process, even that I would even had this amazing program do all they've done for me, and then to do that much more was just amazing. From the bottom of my heart, I can never thank you enough. It has been a blessing. It has been everything. It is one of the greatest things to ever happen to me, and I am so thankful for it.